What is procrastination and how to work on it? Let's discuss that today.
Hi everyone, welcome to TalktousToday. Today we are diving into a subject that I'm sure hits home for many of us. Time and the art or perhaps the curse of procrastination. Isn't that right, Simrit?
Come on, I think everyone has. I haven't met one person who hasn't procrastinated at some point and complains about it on a daily basis. It's a topic we often laugh about with like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, kal karenge, oh, Monday, oh, first of this month. But there's so much depth to why we procrastinate and how it really affects our relationship with time. Oh, come on, guys, let's buckle up. Let's unravel the mysteries of putting things off.
Yes, but first we need to understand what procrastination actually is. Some might say it's just simply laziness. What a big deal. But psychologists beg to differ. And procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's a very complex psychological behavior linked to our emotions and how we manage our stress. It's that gap, Simrat, that it's between the intention and action. So it's that we know we should be doing something, and yet we end up scrolling through social media and watching just one more episode of Netflix and how you khatam karke kar lenge, that kind of an attitude.
We both work out daily, and I got to keep my phone away because the moment a message blinks up, it's like 5 minutes gone. So you got to put your phones away when you do something like that. But yes, it is so important to acknowledge it, that this stems from a fear of failure sometimes, perfectionism, or even self-doubt. So if you find yourself procrastinating, maybe it's time to ask yourself, what's really holding me back? Our perception of time plays a vital role in why we procrastinate. So when we have a deadline weeks away, it feels like eternity, right? And we keep putting it off. But then what happens?
Absolutely, Simrit. It is this weird time distortion where future you seems have limitless time. What time abhi ho jayega. But as a deadline approaches, and present you is absolutely like frantic, rushes like, oh my god, time hi nahi hai, ab kya karu? This kind of thing, this perception of time is really our own mind playing tricks with us, I would say. So, and Simrit, we really should touch on the procrastination, especially with respect to women. When women juggle multiple roles, career woman, caregiver, homemaker, and that can all, create a lot of unique pressure. And that's how they tend to procrastinate, isn't it?
Yeah, also it's when we chew off more than we can handle, right? Like when we bite off more than we can chew. Sorry, absolutely. I got that wrong. So for instance, the mental load that, this invisible list that women carry on their head. And we're talking from a woman's perspective, guys, so no offense. But remember, like scheduling kids' doctor's appointments, their tuitions, their extra classes, picking up from school, dropping, or remembering to send a birthday card to it, or just calling a person. Now things are easier. You don't have to send a birthday, but just to keep it in mind. Oh, okay, I got to do all this. It can be overwhelming. Oh, I have a doctor's appointment. Oh, my mother has a doctor's appointment. It's really overwhelming. So procrastination can sometimes be a coping mechanism for that overload. That, okay, you know what? I'm done today. I want to sit back. I want to take my phone and scroll, which is not a great way to relax.
Yeah, and I also feel like there is also the idea of emotional labor, where women often takes on bulk of emotional care in the personal and the professional lives. So when the to-do list is filled with responsibilities and then that others don't even see, putting tasks off can sometimes be an act of self-preservation.
Completely. Yeah, completely. And for many women, society expectations to be perfect can increase these feelings of anxiety or fear of, oh, look what a great mother she is. Look what a great wife she is. Her home is impeccable. You know what, guys? People come say this to me all the time. I'm like, good for her. I don't love this. I'm okay with my home being like this. And, there's the CEO of Facebook as an example. She's spoken openly about feelings like an imposter and doubting her own accomplishments, which can lead to procrastination. By the way, I haven't met a successful woman who hasn't had self-doubt. Even when they seem arrogant on the outside, they all have self-doubt.
Yeah, definitely, Simrit. And that's why understanding how to perceive time realistically is essential in overcoming procrastination. And knowing the difference between urgent and important tasks and can help. And this all helps in prioritizing better. But it's not just about logic; it's also about emotion. So just don't go by the logic or this and do it. But there's also emotional factor involved. And also our emotions are deeply intertwined with how we view the task. If something makes us feel anxious and uncomfortable, we're likely to put it off. चलिए बाद में करेंगे, पहले ये कर लेते हैं,
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God.
So that's
like
why
that
we need,
kind of a feeling.
Right. So we need to develop strategies to manage those emotions. Maybe it's breaking down the tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces, or setting self-imposed deadlines that give us a sense of urgency even before the real deadlines happen. Also, it's just learning how to create that, the breakdown of the box, because your mind needs to relax and say, oh yeah, I can do this today. I can do this today. And that's why school is a great preparer for all these things, because they give you deadlines and things like that.
Or things are changing. I don't know. But definitely, Simrat. And so the first strategy for me would be change of thinking. You need to change how you think. If you talk negatively to yourself, it can make you procrastinate. And instead of thinking a task is too big, or break it into smaller parts. And think about why you want to finish the task, and think about how good you will feel once you finish the task. And even research shows that positive thinking can make you less anxious and more motivated.
Positive thinking is always a go ahead, guys. Organize your tasks. Like we said, do the break up, like what's it called? The blockchain, chain block, whatever. Do that. Break it into parts. Prioritize your tasks like this. You can, concentrate on the most important ones first, or the ones that take the least time first. Making task management is really important. Make that easier.
Yeah, and celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how minor it is. This is not only like boost your momentum, but also strengthens the positive emotions linked to completing the task.
Perfectionism often leads to putting things off. So embrace the notion that failure is a chance to learn and grow. We've talked about this many times. So just in case you don't succeed at first, don't worry about this. Change your mindset so that you can help realize that unrealistic expectations are not good, and concentrate on making progress instead of seeking perfectionism.
And Simrit, there's a very important thing which I do. It's a 2-minute rule.
Yeah.
If the task is small and it will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately.
Absolutely.
I got it. I know about from this book, Getting Things Done. So this is I would say, a very quick hack to just, not to drag it. And
2 minutes it's just a random thing. Just do it. Whatever's under 5 minutes, just go ahead and do it.
It reduces the mental clutter,
yes.
Which actually contributes to procrastination. So just remove that clutter and finish it up.
Yeah. So the takeaway today is, guys, overcoming procrastination is a gradual process. Understand why you're procrastinating and allow yourself to approach the issue with greater empathy and knowledge. Consistently applying and experimenting the strategies that work for you. Break down the tasks. Take the smaller tasks first, be positive about what you're doing, develop new habits on a daily basis. Okay. They say, if you want to exercise in the morning, because if you're not the kind of person who's dedicated enough to do it in the evening, do it at the time slot that works for you. At a lunch, you want to go do some tasks, do the grocery list for today, go do that. Just manage your tasks, make life easier, and don't get overburdened. It's all about, don't put yourself up to a yardstick that people don't believe in.
And yes, learn to delegate. That's something very important point.
Yes.
So if you think you can't do it, just delegate it. Why to take stress about it? Yeah. Well, that's all on TalkTous today. But we look forward to hearing from you all. If there's anything you would like to share, please email us at hello@talktoustoday.com, or you can also comment in the comment section. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 6 p.m.
Thank you for joining us on Talk to Us Today. I stole your line. Remember to talk to us today. Keep smiling.
Keep laughing.
And keep talking. Thank you guys for joining us. See you next Friday. Bye.